since I was born. Now it's alright, and it's okay, and you may look the other way, but we can't try to understand the New York Times of their torment. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Through the city breaking and everybody shaking, people staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
Greetings, my fellow hound dudes and dudettes alike. I'm Brandon, the Bambi Man, and welcome to Golden Ticket Reviews, where if it's classic or crap, you see through it, I review it. Let's talk about 101 Dalmatians. The movie, not actual Dal. Okay, let me explain. In 1956, author Dodie Smith brought into the world her novel The 101 Dalmatians, which the fine folks at Disney decided to adapt into a full-fledged animated feature in 1961. The story follows a couple named Roger and Anita, who fall head over heels and marry up both themselves and their two Dalmatians, Pongo and Perdita. The two canines then go on to somehow give birth to well, you know the title. The titular litter of puppies captures the attention of the dastardly fabulous Cruella de Vil, who kidnaps them in order to skin them for a fur coat, leaving Pongo and Perdita the task of tracking their captured kitties down. It's no masterpiece, but it was an entertaining movie on its own. Truthfully, the way I found out about the original animated version was through a little trailer I happened to see on a VHS tape I had of Toy Story growing up.
Coming to theaters this Thanksgiving. One of Disney's all-time animated favorites comes to life.
Yes, folks. In 1996, the late great John Hughes wrote a live-action remake for the animated film, which starred Jeff Daniels, Hugh Laurie, and the unforgettable Glenn Close as Cruella de Vil. It wasn't as good as the original in my opinion, but it was still fun, and apparently I wasn't the only person to think this, because in the year 2000 we got a sequel to the live-action remake called 102 Dalmatians. It was easily the weakest Dalmatians film by far, but there were some enjoyable elements to it. Point is that in 2003 we finally got an actual sequel to the animated film, and it's one of the rare Disney sequels that people mostly consider to be, you know, good. Are they right? Well, you people wanted to see me review it for my summer special, so let's jump right into 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. Sweet wild, that is a mouthful. We begin the movie as most great motion pictures do, in London, as we're reintroduced to that lovely piano player Roger, played by an Englishman in this version, even though I'm quite certain the original Roger was American, but I could be wrong. It turns out that he, his wife Anita, their dogs, and their pups are all about to move out to the Dalmatian plantation. But Roger is too busy creating ditties that would make Phoebe Buffay blush.
Spots! I'm seeing spots! Everywhere I'm seeing lots of those tiny little dots. Yes, it's true. They're on the beds and the cots, in the pans and the pots, and they've left little spots in the loo.
Roger, are you packing or playing?
I'm playing at packing, dear.
I imagine this being what Billy Joel's wife has to go through every day. By the way, before I forget to mention, Anita is played by Jodie Benson. I guess after playing a mermaid, cocker spaniel, and flying AI, you really want to get into playing more characters that can actually, you know, talk. After an adorable little counterpoint duet between the husband and wife duo, we meet our star Patch. He's a pup who is feeling a little out of place. And honestly, who can blame him? Look at how many siblings he has. A couple more pups, his family would have their own spot on TLC. But a little family dilemma isn't going to stop him from turning into his favorite canine show starring his hero, Thunderbolt. It turns out old Thunder is actually holding auditions to find someone to guest feature in his show. But the day of the audition is the same day as his family's move.
You're gonna love it on the farm, son. There are big green fields and a stream and a barn and lots of different animals.
Hey, even better, he might get to meet Babe. Or Sean the sheep, one of the two.
Hey, maybe you and I can chase some chickens, huh?
Sure, Dad.
A Disney dog chasing chickens? Where have I seen that before? Meanwhile, we see Cruella de Vil has had quite a downgrade in terms of livelihood. Guess kidnapping puppies doesn't help your character any, or your car jinkies. She does snap out of her funk, get this, because she sees someone has painted a single black dot against a white background. It was created by this crazy cat named Lars, played by Martin Short.
You can help Cruella to forget all that. Will you do a painting just for me?
I will create a masterpiece if you will be my muse.
Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If you paint some spots there, she'll make you a deal. The next morning, the family leaves for the farm, leaving poor Patch to make the decision of, well, toodle-pip, loved ones, I've got to meet Doggy McDogface.
That's 1 and 2 and 27, 36, 550, 80, minus 2, carry the 3, and 101.
Fathers of the world with large families, I salute you. Meanwhile, Patch finally gets up close and personal with mighty Thunderbolt, played by Barry Bostwick, and his sidekick Lil Lightning, played by Jason Alexander.
Newman.
Actually, Newman is played by Wayne Knight. Jason Alexander plays George.
Wait, really? Man.
Wait a minute, how'd you even get into this video?
Well, let's just say that little birdie of mine gave me all the access codes to every reviewer's recording stream.
And I'm just gonna hazard a guess that this little birdie was Nostalgia Kid. I guess I should have known watching both 50 Shades films would turn him into a Matrix-level peeping Tom.
Yep, E.L. James movies will do that to ya. The only question is now is, what am I gonna do with all these Wayne Knight jokes?
Well, I don't know, just save it for whenever you or I decide to review Toy Story 2, or Buzz Lightyear Star Command, or Jurassic Park, or an episode of Hot in Cleveland.
You watch Hot in Cleveland?
Betty White was in it, and she's awesome. What was I gonna do? Wait, why am I even talking to you? Goodbye!
Oh, wait. I got some Hunchback of Notre Dame jokes if you're interested.
Anyways, Patch gets embarrassed when all that comes out when meeting Thunderbolt is, well, watch.
Say, who sat on the squeaky toy?
That went well for you.
Well, bad news spreads to Thunderbolt's neck of the, trailer as Lightning comes by to tell him some terrible news. It seems his character is being replaced by this lovely little chap named Charlie Barkin. Actually, he's being killed off. A situation I like to refer to as Drake Remoraine. Better hope no elevator shafts are involved.
You're dead. You never come back.
Not even for a reunion show?
Not even for a cameo in the remake.
My, how times have changed. Thunder realizes he's better off attempting real hero work in order to prove he's still got it to the media people. Patch tags along as Thunder convinces him that if he can prove he's a real Thunderhead, he'll let him become his lil deputy partner. This has no chance of backfiring whatsoever. Meanwhile, on the Mrs. Drysdale and Theater show,
I shall not betray your faith in me. I shall create another canvas, and another, and another, and another, until I have found spotted perfection.
I shall tear down all of London in order to find the place with the, you say, X-Mux the spot. Both the dynamic dog duo and delightfully darling duo are having luck as well as no luck in their endeavors. Even Thunder has a tussle with the hairpiece of one of the royal guards. Still not the worst canine interaction with a member of the London Guard I've seen.
Odie, no, don't do the ugly American thing. The British are coming, the British are coming.
Turns out in Thunderbolt's absence, Lil Lightning uses the power of paw pressure to weasel his way into the star spot.
A whole new direction. What do you think of that?
Thunderbolt, finally I'll be able to step out of your shadow, you overrated, overacting ham.
I'm guessing whoever wrote this movie was a real fan of Hugo the Gargoyle. Well, maybe I did need CK's joke book after all.
Gone? They're all gone? How
unspeakably rude of Anita to move away without even leaving a forwarding address.
Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil, don't tell her you move, she won't really stay still. Seems fate lands right on Cruella's lap as she finds out the new address of the odd couple and no doubt plots to steal the puppies. But enough of that, time for more bonding time with Mayor Winston Dog.
You think you're doing great, and all of a sudden, there's somebody trying to take your place.
Crowd you out.
Push you aside.
Steal your spot.
Precisely.
Precisely.
You know, you're all right, kid. You stick with me. Maybe you'll get your picture in the paper. Show the world that you're not just another dog.
Then maybe you and I can rule the airwaves together. And we'll call ourselves the Red Baron Snoopers. Meanwhile, Cruella sprung her henchmen out of jail so they can finish what they started. Needless to say, they do, but they didn't count on Thunderbolt and Patch hearing about their plan through the Twilight Bark, and now they've brought Little Lightning along to assist in their rescue effort. Only to be caught a scene later. Well, at least Little Lightning realized friendship was more important than starring in his own show. He actually reveals Thunder as a liar, and he's a dastardly doggy. Oh, also, Lars ain't happy with Cruella wanting to hurt the puppies, so she pasted him to a wall. One sad revelation later, Patch gets out of his cage and frees his brothers and sisters, as everyone aside from Thunder makes a mad dash out via trampoline. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil, she cannot catch pups even while in high heels. Hello. Bonjour. I bet you anything the London News this evening is going to have a report like, a man exploded today when he was struck by a double-decker bus, driven by puppies. We have video footage. Wait, what? Oh, I'm being told by my informant that we don't have video footage because the camera we had on hand stupefyingly shut off. War to 11. After Patch successfully outwits Cruella, he attempts to let them escape while he and Thunderbolt, who miraculously returned with help from French Martin Short, handle the miscreants outside. How to defeat them? Shatnerine.
Lightning, I can feel the warm kiss of life ere it parts my cheek.
Do not mourn me when I am gone.
I can see the light. Spark. This somehow works, as the Canine Crunchies truck, which these bozos don't think they can avoid. Seriously, there are more ways to run than right into a flipping pond. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil, she falls into ponds more than Teen Peter Quill. Wait. Nah, I think that's stretching it.
That's what I do. I'm the sidekick. We're a team. Come on, fellas. Come on. Don't you want me?
Now who's the pathetic ham actor?
Well, in terms of both your filmographies, I honestly don't know who to side with on who is more hammy. I mean, you have Rocky Horror, he is Seinfeld. I can't answer that. Anyways, Patch is reunited with his family as they all partake in a final snapshot. Hooray for Newsies! So that was 101 Dalmatians 2. I adore it so much! This movie is just freaking charming. The animation, characters, voice acting, heartwarming moments, action moments, musical moments, they're all so wonderfully entertaining. It captures the spirit of the original movie while also making it its own thing. No doubt it easily ranks high on my favorite Disney sequels list, right up there with Lion King 2 and Brother Bear 2. It's a sweet, pleasant, enjoyable little film and I cannot recommend it enough. Check it out wherever you can spot it. Honestly, it makes me think. Can Disney make a movie with animated dogs that isn't any good?
It's all a good doggy. It's all a good doggy.
That's for another day. Until next time, I'm Brandon, the Bambi Man, saying take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you around the doghouse. I swear, Reba needs to get herself a new kitchen, but we miss him away before time sequel. It's like she won.
There may be days when things don't go right and your shoes refuse to dance. To make the winds of fortune blow right, you might need a second chance. So if you get one try and that don't fly, stop and count to 10. And if at first you don't succeed, try again. Try again. Try again. Beginner's luck is overrated. Once you blink, it's come and gone. The only way to cultivate it is to keep on keeping on. So before you brag, it's in the bag. Double check and then, if at first you don't succeed, yeah, try again. Try again. Yes, my friend. Try again. Rock solid welcome. Don't you ever stop, no. Cities are autumn, yeah.
What's the matter with you English people? Are you all having tea? How am I supposed to get my job back if you're all having tea?
At first you think Cruella is a devil, but after time has worn away the shock, you come to realize you've seen her kind of eyes watching you from underneath the rock. This vampire bat, this inhuman beast, she ought to be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella, Cruella de Vil. Okay, where's my check? Oh, there it is.